Let's try one more joke before going to the last one. Not really a joke, more of a rant again. More of a rant. You know, I'm tired of watching like multi millionaires trying to blame everything on rich people by calling them billionaires. Because it seems a little bit hypocritical when you got super rich people blaming they have the cap being held on them by the super rich people. And say you just can't get by, man. It's not fair. Life ain't fair. You know what I mean? And then they try to get like sympathy when they're like multi millionaires, as if like I've been seeing like rich comedians, for example, blaming billionaires. You got to go out and attack the super rich people, but we're being led. The charge is being led by the almost super rich people. It doesn't seem very genuine, you know. You got like rich Hollywood people doing that all the time. Of course, you got super rich people in Hollywood, not only rich but also, you know, they got the fame going and they're currently earning millions of dollars, basically saying, you know, that they're being held down by the billionaires. Or I don't really. Recently, we're seeing news anchors, for example. These news anchors make a ton of money, for crying out loud, and now and they've been lying for. So you get a news anchor gets fired, and then they kind of act like as though they need charity or something. It's like, dude, you're multi. You have millions of dollars, and it's like, well, that's the billionaires are holding me down, man. The billionaires are like, I think part of the problem here is that just calling someone a millionaire or even a multi-millionaire doesn't really paint an accurate picture these days, because $1 million is no longer a line that we can really say, okay, if you cross the $1 million, you're now really wealthy, because inflation has happened for a long period of time. If you crossed $1 million, like when I started in the workforce, it was like that's a major achievement. But we've had a lot of inflation, so we don't have that nice line. And the problem is, you know, if you go from $1 to $1 million, that's nowhere like the distance going from 1 million to 1 billion. There's a big difference. When people start throwing around you're a millionaire or you're a billionaire, like I don't think like we really grasp. We need some more definition in here. I mean you could be a 999 millionaires before being a billionaire, because there's 1,000 millions and a billion. So we used to say that 1 million means you're rich, and you are pretty well off. If you got 1 million, that's great, but that's a lot different. I mean, you can have 999 millions and still claim that you're just a millionaire, and you're blaming the billionaire for holding you down, right? I mean, if you're a 999 millionaire, I don't think you can claim that you're the little guy and point to the billionaires that are putting the ceiling on you. I mean, we need some new terms. I feel like a plain old millionaire who's still doing great, but in comparison, it's got to be like 1 to 5 million, maybe 10 million at the cap for someone being called a millionaire these days. Okay, so they're a millionaire, they're doing good, that's great, but you have to have a term for, like, what if they're over like 5 million, or let's say over 10 million? Then we got to say, like, you're like a 10x super millionaire. We need a new, like a super millionaire or something like that at some level, so that we can make some distinctions here. And if you're a super, like, or like if you're over 50 million, you're like a 50x mega millionaire or something like that. Something that sounds catchy so that it still has a mega million, so we can kind of understand. Or 100 million, then you're 100x mega millionaire. You're a mega millionaire, and you're complaining about the billionaires. Or if you're an over 500 million, you're a 500x plus absurdly wealthy millionaire. You're not just a millionaire, you're an absurdly wealthy millionaire. And if you have over like 700 million, you're a 700x, may as well be a billionaire millionaire. And I certainly don't want to hear people complaining who are 700x, may as well be a billionaire millionaires, claiming that the billionaires have been holding them down, and they're the super righteous ones or something. You know, I mean, I don't think you should do that even if you have 1 million, but certainly if you're a 10x plus millionaire or above, and you're currently making multi-millions a year, so you don't just have that money in the bank, but you're actually making millions revenue currently, then claiming the billionaires are the root of all evil, it seems strange. It seems plus they yell at the wrong billionaires. They yell at the billionaires who actually seem to be doing good, as opposed to the billionaires that are trying to tear down the whole society, for crying out loud. I mean, if the billionaire guy is actually doing good stuff, like putting people on Mars, or making private delivery at any time to your doorstep for like anything in the world, making alternative energy cars, helping the AI battle against countries that are hostile, that would like to destroy us with AI machines, I don't see how they're the ones holding anyone back. It seems like those are the kind of people growing the pie, saving people like me's time, so I can possibly increase, our standard of living over here, because I don't have to go to the store to pick up a battery anymore, because I can ship it right over. Anyway, we need some new terms. I'm just saying, we need new terms. Millionaire and billionaire is not defined. Doesn't do it. Seriously, this is serious. We need new terms, man.